Stadium, UMass has finished its press conference officially announcing the move to the FBS level and to the Mid-American Conference. But we've got lots coming up. We invite you to stay tuned. Starting now with our special interview with UMass head coach Kevin Morris. And Coach, I wonder what your reaction is when you watch the press conference and hear all the exciting things that are going to happen for UMass football now in the coming years.
Yeah, well, certainly prepped up a little bit, Josh, prior to today, but very excited. It's a great move for UMass as a community and the football program in particular. So it couldn't be a better day for UMass. It's been a long time coming, and here we are, headed to the show.
So the coaches are excited. Have you talked to your team yet about this? And if you have, or maybe if you could just kind of gauge their attitude, how are they feeling about this move, the guys that are currently on the roster?
No, very excited about it. We prelimed it a little bit back in the fall when the buzz got out, and then obviously we're going to have a team meeting tomorrow with John McCutcheon's going to step in front of the squad and hit some of the details of the whole event. But the kids are excited. Obviously, our kids want to play at the highest level. That's why we go out to Michigan and play so well. Year in and year out against those, Kansas State the year before that. So these guys are excited. They want to play at the highest level, and this offers them that opportunity week in, week out now.
How does this move for your program impact your ability to recruit? Will it change the way that you go about recruiting athletes now being a FBS program?
It'll change somewhat, Josh, but the basic formula will remain the same. UMass is an easy sell. We get a great student population here at UMass, and it attracts a lot of great student athletes, and I think that'll continue to be the same. In terms of just the actual population will be smaller now because the Division I athlete, there's not as many going around. So the competitive level of the recruiting will certainly increase immediately.
Did it help at all for this past recruiting class that you had to bring in? Because this hadn't been announced yet, but it had been rumored. How did that impact the 2011 signing class?
Well, it helped us because there was some buzz about UMass out in the different high schools. As when we walked in, the first thing they said, "Hey, I heard you're going to Division I," and that's certainly when the buzz is about your school, then you certainly can take advantage of it. And I think we got some great interest across the country because of that buzz.
One of the aspects of making the transition from the FCS to the FBS level is the fact that you have a 2-year transitional period. Next season will be your last in the CAA. 2012 will be your first in the MAC. And I wanted to ask you about next season in particular. It's a year that you won't be eligible for postseason play, but you'll play a full CAA schedule. How do you approach that as the coach? How do you approach that with your players?
Well, we'll talk about that in detail tomorrow with the squad, but we've got a lot of unfinished business after last season in the CAA, and I think our guys are really excited about finishing their CAA tenure here in some real high fashion. And the guys are excited about it. They got a little bit of chip on their shoulder in the winter workouts and right through the spring right now. So I think they're geared up to go into the CAA headstrong and ready to go in 2011.
The MAC is a conference that we're not very familiar with, at least head-to-head in our past history. But from what you've been able to see and learn about the conference, how would UMass fit competitively on the field?
Well, again, we haven't played them directly, Josh, so it's all he said, she said. But some of the coaches in the league that have coached in the CAA are now out in the MAC conference and doing really well there, have said that we'll have a chance to come in and compete. Again, day in, day out, you got to show up and play. And as competitive as the CAA is, the MAC will certainly be that on their end. But I think UMass will step right in and be able to compete, and then obviously let the chips fly from there. But we got to be ready to go Saturday to Saturday, and I think we will be.
And I imagine this is something that it's not just popping onto your plate today. This is something that you and your coaching staff have been thinking about for several months now, correct?
Well, I mean, since the buzz came out, and certainly you're excited about it. But our thoughts have been, hey, it's CAA, and let's finish the deal here. So our focus has just been that. Now the announcement's been made. There's a lot of excitement for the MAC, and we're excited about it as well. But that's 2012.
Right.
As a football coach and as a staff right now, it's 2011 season. We're finishing up spring ball April 30th at 4 p.m. at McGurk, and we're really excited about that venue. And we'll finish that up strong and then get ready for the CAA in the fall.
Well, I wanted to ask you about spring practice because, as you said, you're getting to the latter stages of it, getting ready for the spring game. How have things gone with your guys on the field?
Well, it's gone very well. We got another young group coming in this year, but I think a pretty exciting group. Tyler Holmes on defense is doing a great job right now. Julian Talley on offense has won 3 MVPs in a row for us in our practice situations, and the quarterbacks are really coming on. We're young at quarterback. Everyone wants to talk quarterback, but I think the young quarterbacks, they're standing in the pocket well and making some good downfield throws. So excited about the spring, really excited about the spring game and the finish, and see how we execute.
4 o'clock on April 30th. That's just a couple of weeks away.
It's right around the corner, Josh, and we got 3 practices till then to really get it honed in and get ready for CAA in the fall, as well as Boston College, Central Connecticut, and we open Holy Cross on a Thursday night, which would be a great venue out there. They're going to bring in lights, and so we'll kick the season off with a big bang in the state, in Worcester, and then take it from there in the CAA.
Thursday night, September the 1st, opening night under the lights. And thank you so much for spending some time with us here. I know it's an exciting day, and we appreciate you sharing some of it with us here.
You bet, Josh. Look forward to it, and thanks again for your support.
All right, that's UMass football coach Kevin Morris. We'll be back. Lots more still to come from Gillette, so keep it right here.